Hello and happy birthday to all of the July Leos out there. Welcome to your July 2023 tarot card reading. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. Thanks to all for being here. July is a really cool month. We have a lot of astrological transits happening. We have a Venus retrograde going on. We have a nodal transit going on. Chiron is retrograding as well. So I think it's going to be kind of an eventful month, but it's going to be really, really good at the same time for most of us. So these videos are tarot predictions. So be sure to watch your sun, moon, or rising sign, whichever resonates with you the most. If you're here for love, you can also check out your Venus sign. I will be posting astrology videos as well, but I'm going to start posting those around the middle of the month so we can kind of cover the transition from one sign into the next. So in that video, I will absolutely be talking at length about the Venus retrograde, the nodal transits, and all the other things that are going on. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you want to be notified, please be sure to hit the little subscribe button with the little bell so you can see that notification. I've been getting so many messages of people asking me, Jane, where have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. And I've been here. So just make sure you hit that because I think some people just aren't seeing my videos pop up. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into the reading. You guys know I love you. Have an amazing month. Take care. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your July 2023 tarot card reading. So we're going to get started with the major arcana card here for the month. Okay, so we have the Empress. Beautiful. So this is what the universe really needs from you. And it needs your creativity. And how lovely is that? We've got Mars and Venus both in your sign, at least for the first part of July anyway. Mars is going to enter Virgo on the 10th, so it's just like the first week and a half or so. But we do have a lot of Leo activity. We will have the activation of Leo with both Sun and Mercury later on as well. So you're on the docket, you're in the hot seat. We love when the sun comes back into its rulership position. It always feels great. I think you will be in a really good place. I think there's going to be a lot of happiness and a lot of flow, especially if you truly are dedicating yourself to your creative endeavors. Now, this does not mean you have to quit your job and start businesses and all of that. I think this is really just about doing the things that you really, really love to do, doing the things that make your life more beautiful or make the world more beautiful, whether it's you're writing music or you're writing a book or you're painting something or you're just simply dancing to get your energy out or you're outside running around or playing with your animals or whatever the case is, but doing the things that really, really put you in that state of connection and communion with spirit. Okay, so that's what the universe needs from you, which is a nice ask, I must say. So let's see who is in the environment that you need to be aware of. A Knight of Cups. Okay. Well, I know not everyone is here for romance, and I know my readings are not usually romance specific, but it is on the docket for you, Leo, especially for those of you who want it or are seeking it or trying to revive it within your marriage, or you're out there dating, trying to meet new people. I think there's a lot of possibility for you this month. So if you are on the dating market and you're wanting to meet people, this is a fantastic time to make sure that you are out there and, showing up. You look great, you feel great, you go out, you're confident, you're doing things you love to do. It's only natural that someone would want to be a part of it. If this is not romantic, it could be a creative partner at work. Maybe there's a new client coming on board. But in a way, I feel like they are pursuing you. There's something about you and what you're doing and what you're creating that absolutely intrigues them, and they want to be a part of it. I don't see Leo. Now, this doesn't matter if you are more masculine, more feminine, whatever it is. I do think someone is coming into you, right? They're coming into your life. I don't know that Leo is in hot pursuit right now, especially not with Venus retrograde. Now, for the first part of July, okay, Venus is going to be very, very slow. When we come into July 1st, she's at 21 degrees. And by the 22nd, when she retrogrades, that's at 28 degrees. So she only moves like 7 degrees the whole month before she starts retrograding. So it's just going to be kind of an interesting time. And when she's slow like this, it's natural for something to float in. And I do feel with that Knight of Cups, there's very little resistance. There's not a lot of push from Leo's part. Like, you're already in this beautiful place. There's really not a lot for you to do. This is just going to saunter in. Okay? All right, Leo, what else? What else does Leo need to know for July 2023? Let's see. Star. 7 of Wands. The Hermit. Okay. I'm kind of getting a sense that Leo has been hanging on to their vision, that they have not wavered in terms of what it is that they are seeking. Sorry for the noise outside. And I look at this star and I see alignment. Now, you can fight against this, and maybe a lot of Leos will. They'll fight against what their heart is telling them to do. They'll find excuses. They'll find distractions, whatever the case is. But if you are truly wanting to make an improvement in your life and you know what needs to be done, this is a time where you can just simply do it. And there's not a lot of pushback. Astrologically right now, I feel that the stars are in a really soft position. There's not a lot of drama going on. There's not a lot of like, oh my gosh, there's this crazy transit happening. Watch out, freak out. There's not a lot of freak out stuff happening right now. So we can just live our lives in a soft and blissful way. And it actually might encourage you to put a little bit more effort in because there's not a lot of resistance. To me, I look at that 7 of Wands and I say, oh, well, Leo is fighting for what they want. They're putting time in, they're investing in it, they're staying maybe a little bit late at the office, or they're staying in their, creative space or their studio, and they're working and they're flowing. And when the Hermit comes out, it tells me that you're connected to like some kind of a higher or a deeper wisdom within yourself. And this is why this doesn't surprise me, because when you're in this zone like this, it's so natural for things to come to you. When you're accomplishing and when you're feeling good and when you are consistently bringing spirit or God or the universe, however you want to call it, I call it God, but when you invite God into your life on a daily basis, I think this is an opportunity for miracles to start to occur. I do think there are things that you're doing on your own. I'm seeing a lot of independence with that Hermit card. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean you don't have people around. Obviously, a lot of you have children, a lot of you have spouses or partners, you have coworkers and bosses, you have neighbors and family members. So it's not like you're isolated. It's just that this is a period of time where something magical is happening for you. And so this is your chance to capitalize on that magic and to create and to transform. This is an era of creation. Okay, this is an era of creation. So, let's see what else. Ten of Coins. Yeah. And I've said it a million times before, so I apologize to all of you who are probably so sick of hearing me say it. But 2023 and 2024 are extremely pivotal, okay? And when I say pivotal, it just means these are years of transition. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of Pluto. Because Pluto is going back and forth a few different times between Aquarius and Capricorn. So the death card is really not surprising because we are all going through this period of incredible change from the inside out. That's how Pluto works. It's from the inside. It's from the deepest, darkest depths of our psyche. Plus also right now you have a Saturn retrograde happening in your 8th house too, which is kind of allowing a lot of that change to start to occur. And whatever this creative force is, the thing with the Empress is you can be fighting for what you want and protecting what you want, but this is also an extremely natural process that doesn't really take that much thought at all. And so when you're in that place, plus you have the alignment, plus you have the wisdom, and then the willingness to evolve, it's no wonder why the 10 of coins is coming out. 10 of coins represents pretty much the quote-unquote ideal life that you would like to have. All of this is guiding you toward this ideal life. One of the things that came out through Taurus and Gemini seasons was that we were being shown a path, but that path might not necessarily be anything close to what we thought it was going to be. So those that were willing to try and to experiment and to, kind of go off the beaten path a little bit for themselves are likely finding this alignment a lot more easily. Now, you can still find that alignment, and I don't think a lot of opportunities have closed the doors yet. I think there are a lot of doors still open. But it might also require you to learn a lot of new things by going on these unbeaten paths. But there's no fear of instability, because I look at this 4 of coins, I'm like, okay, Leo is solid, Leo is good. Leo doesn't have anything to worry about. You don't have to be afraid that things are going to get shaken up just because you change. You don't have to be afraid that the universe is going to pull the rug out from under you just because you took a little bit of a chance on something or someone. I think this is a reminder, I guess we could call it, or reassurance for those of you. Like, you're good with where you are. It's all good. And the power of willingness is strong. And I think that's what's guiding you right now. And probably one of the reasons why you're so attractive. And I do think Leo is going to be especially attractive during this time. Let's pull out the remaining 3. I was going to see if there was something else that I felt called to say, but there wasn't. Let's just see what else. My recommendation this month for Leo is to just simply allow yourself to go with it. The only thing worth fighting for, and that's what I'm seeing with the 7 of Wands, the only thing truly worth fighting for are the things that help you to feel connected with spirit. That's where the investment needs to be. Like, if your job is good, if your job is solid, then your job is solid. Then keep it that way. You don't need to change it. You don't need to change your whole life. If you have a plan and you're dedicated to the plan and you're committed to where this is going, then don't change it. Just go. But, but also, like, be open. Be open to what people have to say. Be open to where your heart is calling you to go. Be open to, when I say your heart, this does not mean like, oh, I want to come home from work and I just want to binge on a TV show all night. That's what my heart is saying. No, that's what your exhaustion is saying, right? That's what your maybe self-abandonment is saying. Usually when we're in this creative place, we actually want to do something. We actually want to use our hands. We want to get our hands in the clay. We want to move our bodies. And Leo is a fire sign with Mars in there, especially that first week and a half. We do need to move our bodies, okay? It's not about sitting down and just kind of letting time pass us by. Because I see you going hard at this vision. Because what happens when we do get into this flow and this creative place, and we start to see progress and we start to see results, and we realize that like we are stable, this is when things can truly start to accelerate. And I will tell you that between Aries season and Leo seasons, and I use Aries specifically because it's the first zodiac sign, it indicates that equinox point. Between Aries and Leo is kind of like a gestation period where new ideas and new things are coming into form. But in Leo season, this is where we bring it into form for realsies. And then through Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag season, this is when we build. This is when we expand on things. So I am telling you to kind of, to go for it, to push that pedal to the metal a little bit, even though it's effortless. It's something you're going to want to do. It's kind of like when it's late at night, but you're in a zone and you're like, I don't want to go to bed. I'm just going to keep going. And then you do. And then before you know it, like the sun is coming up. It's kind of like that. And I see with the Knight of Swords, this is an aspect of you. I think this is something you really want. This is something that feeds your soul in such a beautiful way. And it's something that drives you. And it drives you from a deep place. You can't probably really explain it all that much. It feels primal. It feels beyond the control of your conscious mind. This is not really a time for our mind, especially as the Sun and Mercury are in Cancer for the first couple of weeks. This is a time for us to solely listen to our hearts. And even as we enter Leo season, I'm going to say the same thing. Is not an intellectual moment. When we hit Virgo, we'll get back to that intellectual space. But right now, that's just not where we're at. So we get to listen to our heart. And what your heart is saying is go after the dream. And there will be doubts. And there will be a part of you that wants to reject it. And there will be a part of you that might even feel like, oh, is this too good to be true? Is it too easy? Is it too simple? How is it possible that this is really working out? And there can be a lot of projections and a lot of insecurities that surface, but I think that's a natural part of the transformative growth with the Death card. It's just something that's going to naturally occur. And I don't know that you're going to need to psychoanalyze this to death. I think this is something you just let it be. There's worry. Okay, well, let it be. Maybe you should be doing that. Okay, but you're not. It's fine. Let it be. Just as long as you're not shirking your responsibilities. I think that's what the Four of Coins is really also all about. I'm not telling you to not do the important things. You're still going to work. You're still paying your bills. You're still keeping everything in line. Again, because this is not a time to completely blow up your life. Right? This is a time to keep what's working, right? Jupiter in Taurus, it's going to be like this all year. When Jupiter goes into Gemini, it's a totally different ball game. Okay, it is a time of flux. It's going to be a really weird time. Okay, but right now it's in Taurus, and that's all we need to worry about. Okay, and the nodes are going to be moving. The North Node is going to come into Aries this month. So there's that to contend with, meaning our focus is going to be more directed, and we're going to be focusing a lot on who we want to be. And that's a great place for Leo to be, since it's so connected with our self-expression. Who do you want to be, Leo? And I think who you want to be is connected with whatever is being created right now. Eventually, we will get to a place where what we're doing can replace the things that we don't want to do anymore. Especially if there's like a financial connection there, like quitting your job to do something. But now is not that time. Now we have to get our hands in the clay and we have to start designing the sculpture. Okay, so we got to get our hands dirty a little bit. All right, let's pull out the clarifiers. So for those of you who are new, we're going to talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about these cards. All the information on how to access the comprehensive reading will be in the description box down below. Okay, so we also want to, I'm going to pull out an oracle. I forgot I did this for Cancer. So let's do it for Leo as well. Wisdom. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the same as what I was talking about with the Hermit. Like, you're operating from a more, from an elevated or from a higher octave of consciousness right now. You're operating from a place that just kind of has a knowing, even though probably your lower mind, this is very lower mind type of stuff, this Nine of Swords, even though your lower mind is going to try to get in the way, I don't know it's possible for the lower mind to get in your way right now. Because the heart space is too strong. The soul is too strong. It can't be ignored. It can't be avoided. This is just something that is coursing through you. The universe is using you as a vessel right now. And as long as you allow it, you're going to create wonderful things, not only through July, but through August, September, October, and November, and even on into December as we make our way to Sag season. Okay? All right, now for the clarifiers. Clarifying the Empress. What else does Leo need to know about the Empress? Beautiful Nine of Cups, a Six of Coins. Everything feels stable. Queen of Wands, I love that. In the environment, we have the Six of Cups. Another Four of Coins. I'm not mad about that Four of Coins. And another 10 of Coins. Okay. I really like that Knight of Cups, not gonna lie. All right, let's see what else for the Star. Whoops, okay. And the Sun. Beautiful. The Fool. Wow, a lot of major arcana cards. Ace of Swords. Four of Swords. Queen of Wands. All right, I think you're going to be a little bit stubborn this month. Like, this is one of the months where literally no one can tell Leo what to do. I know we always give the stubborn crown to Taurus. Leo, all fixed signs, you all have a stubbornness to you. Sometimes it works in your favor. I think it's going to work in your favor this time, right? It's more about conviction. Ooh, another Knight of Swords. Eight of Coins. And the Last Judgment. Two of Wands again. Queen of Coins, Six of Wands, another Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the World. King of Swords, Nine of Coins, beautiful. Three of Swords, Strength, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, another Nine of Cups, another Seven of Wands, and last but not least for this Nine of Swords, we have another Hierophant. Well, another, that's kind of like the Wisdom card here. Six of Swords, and Five of Coins. Okay. All right, this is where we are going to pick up. So if you want to join, again, that information is in the description box down below. Thank you all so much. You guys know how much I love you. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.